In 1935, Adolph Klug was on a trip to Montauk Point when he spotted a house in Oakdale. The house had been built by Joseph Hobert, a new German immigrant who had started a building and construction company on the South Shore. Adolph bought the home from Mr. Hobert, expanding it, and turned it into the Stirrup Cup Castle. He formed a corporation with Raymond Brown, who became his partner. He operated the restaurant with his wife, Louise and William Thayer. For many years, it was considered one of the best restaurants on Long Island. Adolph Klug was born in 1877 in Allenburg, Germany, and arrived in the United States in 1903. He married Louise Kretchmer in 1924, and they had two children, Stanley and Helen Klug Zippert. Adolph's career began as an apprentice at various restaurants and hotels in Germany, England, Scotland, France, and Italy. He worked at successful restaurants in New York City, including the Waldorf Astoria, the Clarion, and the Champs-Élysées. In 1928, Adolph took over the Stagecoach Inn in Locust Valley, then left to run the Graymore Hotel in Bayshore. In 1933, he opened the Washington Tavern in Wantagh, which ultimately became the Stirrup Cup Inn. From 1935 to 1945, he operated the Stirrup Cup Castle in Oakdale, which was considered one of the best restaurants on Long Island. However, in 1945, a fire damaged the restaurant, and it was sold to James Giova. Mr. Giova rebuilt the restaurant, which operated until 1955, when another fire destroyed it beyond repair. The restaurant sat as a shell until 1959, when the town of Islip had it torn down. Adolph took over the operation of the Stirrup Cup restaurant in Norwalk, Connecticut in 1946. Mr. Klug retired in 1948 and traveled to various locations before returning to the South Shore in 1960. He passed away in 1965. His son Stanley, a graduate of Sayville High and Duke University, served in World War II with many honors, including the Silver Star Medal. He became a successful engineer. Adolph's daughter, Helen, married Dr. George Zippert and moved upstate, while his wife Louise remained in Bayshore until her death in 1978. The Klug family is another amazing immigrant family that has made its mark on the South Shore.